Hello, welcome to week 13 of the NFL forecast and picks. Happy Thanksgiving as we get ready for Thanksgiving week and a full slate of games. We don't have anyone that's off, so we have a pretty significant list here to go over. So, first of all, last week was 9-5, not too bad at all. Overall, 108-69. So, continuing to stay in the top 60 or so in the picks on various locations on Yahoo. So that's pretty cool. So first, let's start off with the indoor games. We'll go with Green Bay at Detroit, going with Detroit for the win here. Again, no weather impacts because they're indoors. But, Detroit's just a much better team than Green Bay. Although Green Bay is no slouch, so I think they're going to definitely give them a good game and a good fight. Then we have a very important game for playoffs, especially for the AFC, Kansas City Chiefs at Dallas. Now, of course, I have a bias because I'm a Chiefs fan. So, as a result, I am going to pick the Chiefs. This is going to be a very interesting test to see whether the Chiefs have turned the corner or are they still going back and forth. Win here, lose there, and basically been around 500. So we'll see just how important, we'll see whether or not they move forward. If they win this game, again, they keep their playoff hopes alive and they gain more control over their future. So we'll see what happens. So that game, of course, is going to be indoors, so no threat for weather impacts. Then things get a little interesting. First of all, we have Cincinnati at Baltimore. Going with Cincinnati here for a surprise win. I still don't buy Baltimore, although it's understandable if you do. It's going to be a very tight game. This is going to be a sloppy game. Of course, it's going to be on Thanksgiving night at 8:20 p.m. I'm expecting scattered cloud cover. Temperatures starting off in the upper 30s, but falling throughout the game. Then we get to Friday, a unique, rare Friday game at 3 p.m. We got Chicago Bears at Philadelphia. This is going to be a game where you actually might see some flurries. I don't think it's going to impact the game all that much, but other than that, scattered cloud cover. What will impact the game will be the windy conditions. Those winds are going to be coming in from the west-northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour with higher gusts, so that might impact the passing game. Look also for temperatures to start off in the lower 40s and fall through the 30s throughout the game, so that could be a factor as well. But I think the winds are going to be a bigger factor than anything else. Field goals, kicks, passing, all that stuff. It's going to be very interesting. So we're going to definitely keep an eye on that. Then we got San Francisco at Green Bay. Now we're at Cleveland, sorry. These are the Sunday games now. We're going to start with the 1 p.m. games, of course. I'm picking San Francisco for the win here with scattered rain and snow showers and turning windy. The start of the game will be in the upper 30s, but by the time the game ends, you'll probably be around freezing with some of those scattered snow showers, maybe a little bit of a lake enhancement. That is definitely going to have a factor on this game. But I think San Francisco will be, good enough to beat Cleveland on this situation. But still, I think it's going to have an impact. The weather's definitely going to have an impact on the passing game, the running game, all of it. So very interesting to watch that game as well. Another game, Jacksonville at Tennessee, going with Jacksonville for the win here. Tennessee, again, is just kind of a lost cause at this point. I'm expecting scattered showers throughout the game, so that might impact your running game just a little bit. Temperatures in the lower 40s. Houston at Indianapolis, going with Indianapolis. Indianapolis, even with the defeat from the Chiefs last week, they're just a far better team than Houston. So I expect Indianapolis to win this game easily. It is at home, and it's going to be indoors, no weather impacts. New Orleans at Miami. These are two teams that are little finagle, but I think that New Orleans is better. Going with scattered showers for the game with temperatures in the upper 70s. Overall, not too bad at all. One of your more pleasant games if you can dodge a few of those showers. Then Atlanta at New York Jets. Again, looking for scattered showers. This is at 1 p.m. with temperatures in the lower 50s. Regardless of what the weather is, I think that the Atlanta is going to... You would think Atlanta would win this game. I'm going to go with the Jets. I know it's crazy, but I think the Jets might just pull this one out in the fourth quarter via a fumble or an interception. Or they'll get their butts kicked. I don't know. But I'm going to give the Jets, because it is Thanksgiving weekend, I'm being charitable, I'm going to give them the win here in this scenario. Then you got Arizona at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is better than Arizona. Looking for scattered cloud cover, temperatures in the mid-70s. Going with Tampa Bay for the win here. LA Rams at Carolina. Again, the Rams, I think, are a better run team than Carolina. I don't think Carolina's going to be able to keep up in this game. Going with increasing cloud cover for weather impacts with temperatures in the upper 60s. Then we have Minnesota at Seattle. Now we're in the afternoon games. This is the first 4:05 game. Going with Seattle for the win here, although Minnesota's going to put up a heck of a fight. It's going to be a very good game. Expect scattered cloud cover, temperatures in the lower 40s. Then we're going to have another weather impact game, and this is going to be a good one. Buffalo at Pittsburgh. I'm going with Buffalo here, but the way that their season has gone, you could make a case for Pittsburgh to have a surprise win here via a choke. But I just think that Buffalo is overall a much better team than Pittsburgh. Looking at scattered rain and snow showers and becoming windy. So at the start of the game, you'll be in the upper 30s, right? With the cold front starting to move through with scattered showers. So showers will change over to snow with temperatures falling through the 30s into the upper 20s with increasingly windy conditions in the second half. So the first half, you might see a pretty good ground and passing game, but then that all goes to heck for the second half as the winds increase and veer, temperatures fall. Don't be surprised the second half of this game to be topsy-turvy, and that is where Pittsburgh could surprise us. But again, going with Buffalo for the win. Las Vegas at the Chargers. Look, what can I say about Vegas? They are looking for new offensive coaching again. I think the Chargers are a much, much better team, and this is going to be a game where the Chargers should easily handle a win here. I'd be shocked if they didn't. Look for scattered cloud cover, temperatures in the lower 60s. Denver at Washington. Look for scattered showers, temperatures in the lower 40s. Denver, again, is a much better team than the Washington team. So I'm sorry, I cannot call them a new name. Every time I see Washington, I think of Redskins. I'm sorry, I'm Gen X. I've seen that for decades. But anyway, you slice it, the Commanders will likely get their butts handed to them by Denver. Either way you slice it. This game's at Sunday, 8:20. And again, expecting scattered showers, temperatures lower 40s, falling into the upper 30s. Then you have the Monday night game at 8:15. The New York Giants at New England. The Giants really showed us something last week. And I think they're on the right path. It'll be interesting to see who they go for a new head coach, or if they just keep the guy that they have right now, or what they do. I don't know. But I do know this. The Giants are going to put up a fight. But New England, I just think, is a better all-around team. Could they shock? Could they surprise? Could the Giants pull this one out? Maybe. But again, I just see too much of New England. The Patriots have a better defense. They have a better offensive line. They have better, debatable better quarterback. In this case, better quarterback because Dart is injured. Just better overall coaching as well. So I just think that New England's going to pull this one out, but it's going to be brutal out there. Look for scattered cloud cover. Not too bad in the winds, but temperatures starting off at the start of the game in the upper 20s, falling through the 20s towards probably around 20 degrees by the time you get to the end of the fourth quarter. So you're definitely going to want to bundle up for that game. Those are my picks for this week. We'll see how I do. But no matter what happens, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. And as always, stay safe out there.